Hi, welcome to Jane Monk Studio. Today I'm going to show you how I use the ZestIt PencilBlend to blend some colour pencil. To start off, I'll just do a shape. And then I lightly colour. You can use a circular motion if you like to get some nice coverage. The paper I'm using today is a hot pressed watercolour paper. I've laid down the first colour and now I'm going to put a slightly darker purple colour at the bottom. These pencils I'm using are Prismacolor pencils. Just going around the edge, I want to get the effect of this shape being 3D as much as I can, so to get some rounding happening. And there we go, I've laid, you see how I've left this area here. I've pulled up from darker to lighter up into that area, and then I haven't touched this area here at all. Now I grab my blending stump, and I've got a twist lock dispenser that I use, I hope you can see that properly, for my ZestIt that I put in, and I can just pump that up and down to get liquid onto the blending stump. Now I start off with the lighter area first, just with small rounded strokes. And I do that centre piece there where I haven't put any of the purple, just the pink, and then I slowly bring it into that lighter area where I've blended the two. You can see now the two of them starting to blend together. Got a bit of a end on my, you'd probably just cut that off with a pair of scissors. I'll persevere with it. And now I'm moving into the purple, and you can see how you can, with the rounding, you can pull that pigment out into the lighter area. Because what the ZestIt does is dissolve the waxes in the pencil and allow you to move it around. I might want to bring a bit more colour up into there. You can see how I can actually move colour into an area that was looking a bit patchy. Now once I've done that, I can let it dry for a short while, and I can add another layer of pencil over the top. I'm just going to go straight over it, but you might want to let it dry slightly before you do this. I'm going to actually colour with the same pink over the whole piece. You can tidy up those edges after. So I've put another layer of pink over, and now I'm going to put another layer of purple, and this just gives you a bit more depth to your colour. You can see how rich that colour is looking now. They're the normal Prismacolor pencils. I could actually go and use the same shade in a Prismacolor very thin pencil, and it's a thinner, harder lead colour, if you know what I mean. So I could do those outsides with that. Then I need to get my paper stump again, put on some more ZestIt and blend it again. You can see how lovely that's looking now. I tend to use the paper stumps with the ZestIt. You can use cotton buds or anything really that will hold a bit of the liquid. I'm just pulling a bit more colour up into that top, and I might want to add a slightly darker colour down that tip. Bring it around the front a bit. And then I could use the same stump, paper stump, because the colour is darker and I'm not going to mess any light colour up. So I'm just going to pull that up from the bottom and blend that in. See how I can pull that darker colour up slightly higher than what I actually drew it on. You could use a lot more layers, and I could add some finer detail into that piece now with my micron pen to give it a bit more detail, but I would need to let it dry before I did that. I also wanted to show you what the Derwent Inktense pencils look like. They're slightly different because they're designed to be used with liquid, usually water. So I'll do that same shape. Oops. Not sure how long my video goes for, so I'll have to be quick with this. Now if I put some PencilBlend, the ZestIt PencilBlend onto this, you can see how different when that dries. It actually has a really nice luster to it, and a nice base colour to add more colour on top, or black drawing with your Pigma pens when Zentangling. And I also like to use a general sketch and wash pencil, which you can use with water or the PencilBlend, and it works really nicely as well. The graphite works very different to how the coloured lead works. As you can see. And there we have it. ZestIt PencilBlend with Prismacolor, Derwent Inktense, and the General's Sketch and Wash graphite. Okay, I hope you join me again. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.